you through the storylines. We're picking the game. We have some really fun guests coming up, too. But, David, let's start with the six-time Super Bowl champion, Tom Brady. Give me 3 things that Brady needs to do to get to win number 7 in the Super Bowl.
Well, win number 7 in the Super Bowl, he clearly has this thing figured out, Colleen. I don't know if he needs my help. But what I'll try to do is, for the people at home, give them what to look for in this game. Number 1 is you can't turn the football over. He took some liberties in the NFC Championship game, threw the ball up down the field, gave the Packers a couple opportunities to get back in that game. The Chiefs will not be as forgiving as the Green Bay Packers. They are ferocious on offense. You cannot give them a short field. Number 2, you have to be great on 3rd down. 3rd down was crucial. You watch this as we go through this tape. How do you know where to throw the football? Well, it's easy. Corner is over, man coverage. Evans in the slot, hold the safety, put a throw down the field that the safety can't get to, and Brady's done this 100 times in his career. Big body receiver, great place. Good play by the wide receiver down the field to make a big play. They converted 3 3rd downs on this drive. Here's another one. Now you have Gronk at the bottom of the screen, knowing that you have corners over, man coverage again. Safety's going to be late to get there. Brady knows exactly where he wants to go with this football. The ball is out of his hand before Godwin turns around. Godwin is great in the slot. He's a big physical receiver that's going to give him a lot of room. Ended up finishing the drive with a touchdown. And number 3 for me, you got to make big plays. You can't go into this football game playing keep away. The Chiefs will blow you out. You cannot do that. You have to match big plays with them. And if your defense shows up, that's just the icing on your Super Bowl cake. But that's the way you got to do it. Those 3 keys will get Tom Brady his 7th ring. So
what do you mean? They can't settle for field goals here? Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Colleen, no field goals. I can't do it.
I'm with you 100%. The Bucs have plenty of playmakers, too, to help out in the touchdown department. And they'll all need to be involved in that to get past the reigning Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes.
They're going to run a sprint option action. Mahomes keeps it. He dives right side. Touchdown! He's throwing long downfield for Tyreek Hill. Got it on 3rd down and 15. They move to the right side. They throw back in the end zone. Touchdown! Travis Kelce. Chiefs have life. 6:13 to go. Throw right side. Caught by Williams. Touchdown! Kansas City.
Something I've wanted to say my whole life. I'm going to Disney World.
Mahomes and the Chiefs ready to run it back. Here's a look at some next-gen stats powered by AWS. Let's take it back to Week 12. Chiefs, Bucs. Chiefs break the huddle. Mahomes sees Carlton Davis follow Tyreek Hill into the slot. Mahomes knows he has man coverage. Just before the snap, Levante David creeps up to the line. He's blitzing. Buccaneers defense blitzed on 41% of dropbacks entering the game, 3rd highest in the NFL. With the Bucs blitz, Mahomes knows he has a single high safety. Davis's B, Mike Edwards is the only man with a shot. The touchdown probability at the time of catch was only 33.3%. Edwards closing in, Hill sidesteps, backflip, 6 points. So, David, we already talked a little Tom Brady, so let's get into Patrick Mahomes here, because Mahomes, obviously, he's trying to pull off the repeat here, so how can they do it?
It's easy. It comes down to 2 things. I think these 2 things are absolutely vital to the success of the Kansas City Chiefs. You have to protect Pat Mahomes. With Eric Fisher out with that Achilles, just look back at what happened to the Green Bay Packers without David Bakhtiari. You have Shaq Barrett and JPP, and if you can't protect Patrick so he can get the ball to his playmakers, it's going to be a long day and a lot closer football game than the Chiefs want it to be. Number 2 is, we just saw him in that last video, it's Tyreek Hill. The Bucs have 0 answer for Tyreek Hill. They literally don't have a way to play him. You can't play him man-to-man, he'll run by you. You can't play him in zone because Pat Mahomes will chop it up and just methodically move the football down the field like we just saw. So
this is now, things have changed. Let's get David Carr back in here because, David, I need you to answer me this. Which amazing quarterback with the game on the line, Super Bowl 55, would you rather have, Mahomes or Brady?
Calling this is quite easy, actually, because Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback in the history of our game. And not only that, he's been in this game 10 times. He's won 6 world titles. No one has ever been in the history of sport as good on the biggest stage as Tom Brady has been. So with the game on the line, I am taking Patrick Mahomes every time. Patrick Mahomes, he has no physical weakness. He has no physical limitations. His ability to make plays outside the X's and O's and keep his play alive with his feet is just unrivaled. I mean, the throws that he can make down the field, the pressure that he puts on the defense, is just so dangerous. So game on the line, guys are going to be in pressure situations. They tend to make mistakes. He can break you down. He also has the greatest supporting cast of anyone in this game. I think Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce are just incredible football players, better than the other side even. And on top of that, you have Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy, who I think are the two of the most creative play callers in this game today. You pair all that together and you give that to number 15, Patrick Mahomes. It's a recipe for a Super Bowl championship with the game on the line.
And we're watching all of these highlights of Patrick Mahomes running around. That was the knock on him, was his footwork coming out. And look at what he can do with those feet. So you are going with the defending Super Bowl champ over the 6-time Super Bowl winner, Tom Brady. I'm just glad I didn't have to answer this question, David. All season long, Visa's been helping local businesses recover after facing so much hardship due to the pandemic, because where you shop matters. And one of those players who's been supporting Visa's work with small businesses is actually planning a comeback of his own. Let's welcome Giants running back Saquon Barkley to the show. Saquon, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming by. So let's start right there with your return. That ACL, it got you back in week 2. So now that we're almost 5 months out at this point, what's rehab been like for you, and when do you really anticipate being back to full strength?
Yeah, rehab has been fun. It's been challenging. Obviously, I'd rather not be in off-season rehabbing. I wish I was able to finish the season off strong. But with that being said, something happens, you guys just take the punch and roll with it. So I just kind of come every single day to my workouts, to my rehab, and attack every single day and get 1% better, and just keep my focus on trying to get better for my team. So whenever the opportunity I am able to play again, I can be 100% for my guys.
Well, we're excited to see you come back better, come back stronger, come back faster. And your squad, well, they were fighting for the division title until the very last game of the season. And I know you were watching, I know you were rooting, because I remember you tweeting during that Eagles-Washington game that ultimately decided the division. But what does that say about the direction of your team in the future that the Giants were in that position week 17?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it shows that we got to start off a lot faster. Because we have a great team and we were in position to make it to the playoffs, and that's the ultimate goal, honestly, is to make it to the playoffs. And we put ourselves in position, but we let it be in 2 other teams' hands, and we can't do that. So we got to come out, start a lot faster. And we're young. We're a young, talented group with a great head coach, with a great coaching staff. Hopefully in this offseason we can add a couple more pieces. Hopefully I can come back healthy and, we can get things rocking off and kind of finish off where we started.
Okay, so you're working to get right for next season. You're also working with Visa, and we know at this point that Black-owned businesses have been disproportionately impacted by COVID-19, and you have done so much work to really help support small businesses. So what exactly have you done to really help them out in your community?
Yeah, I mean, just been a whole bunch of businesses that have been impacted, but one of my favorites around here is Stone's Original Jerk Chicken. I was able to team up with Visa. I think if you could see the little clip, give back to them, and it actually kind of filmed like a little commercial for them. And it's the jerk chicken spot, one of my favorite spots to eat at. And it was just awesome. It's dope to give back, and it's amazing when you could team up with people like Visa, with a team like Visa that are really big on giving back to the community, and that's something that I wanted to continue to do throughout my career. So I really want to say thank you for Visa for helping me out with that, with the opportunity.
My Visa's also been helping small businesses and all businesses. It's almost like My Visa sometimes has a mind of its own. But before we let you go, I got to get your Super Bowl prediction. Who are you going with here? Which team?
To be honest, I really don't care who wins. I hope it's a draw. I know that's impossible. But I think it'll be cool for Tom Brady to get 7 rings. So I'm going to go with Brady and the Bucks. All
right, you're going with Tom Brady getting lucky ring number 7. Saquon, thank you so much. We'll find out soon enough if you're right about that and Tom Brady and the Bucks winning. But for now, thanks for coming by and good luck next season.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Take care.
Well, and speaking of comebacks, guys, here are some of the contenders for this year's Comeback Player of the Year, presented by Visa. Alex Smith and his incredible return with the Washington football team. Ben Roethlisberger with the Pittsburgh Steelers. You got Trent Williams, Rob Gronkowski, and Jason Verrett, the only defensive player here on our list. The winner of the Comeback Player of the Year, presented by Visa, will be announced during Super Bowl Saturday night at NFL Honors. Still to come on Super Bowl 55 Countdown. Chargers rookie quarterback Justin Herbert joins us to talk about playing both Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady and who he's picking to win on Super Bowl Sunday. But next, Tom Brady is the fourth quarter.